Brothers come tap in. Brothers come tap in. Brothers come tap in, come tap in, come tap in. Bringing that substance straight to the public, no capping, no bluffing. Now run it up, buddy. Brothers come tap in. Come tap in, come tap in. Come tap in. Brothers come tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in.
There was some kind of protest or something that was supposed to happen, and from my understanding from this video clip that I watched, the black people, no black people showed up. Any of that sound familiar? There was supposed to have been some kind of protest, and no blacks were going to show up. And when that protest happened, none of them showed up. And I ran across this clip on Facebook with this lady speaking on it.
The only protest I know of right now is the anti-Trump, the no hands protest that they're doing on Trump. That's the only protest I know of right now. But let's see what you got.
All right.
The no black show protest, huh?
Yeah, I didn't know that this was well understood assignment that black people weren't going to show up to these march to the protest. I didn't know till I got there, and I was like, why is it just white people? Where are all the black and brown people? Like, I don't get it. Like, why are we fighting for them and they're not here? Hello. I get it now, because there was no fucking soldiers standing ready, no police on. I'm like, why? Where are all the police? Where are all the, like, because everyone's like, be safe. I'm like, well, fine, whatever. Like, well, I don't get it. Like, it was all old white people. And those old white people were all safe because the black people weren't there. Because the black people are the reason they show up, the police and the martial law people try to come in the first place. It's their racist hatred of black and brown people.
Oh, pause that right quick. Hold on. No, well, see, well, that's her opinion. My opinion, and also from seeing it with my own eyes, police show up, and it because they hate black people, because black people tear shit up and rob and steal and kill. That's what they're known for. I ain't gonna say every black and brown, but yeah, the majority. Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's what goes down. So yeah, you should be. Yeah, like she said, they were definitely safe because there wasn't nobody there but old white people. So that was probably the safest place anyone could have been at that point in time without the police. Now, that's still sad to say.
Yep.
For my people, that's sad to say that it's safer when you're not around. That's crazy. But what is this protest? I keep hearing, well, nobody's showing up. What protest though?
Yeah, I have no idea what protest it is either.
I will say this though, now that I'm actually thinking about it, I have seen a couple of visuals of the protests where they're doing with no hands on with Trump. Now that I'm thinking about it, I definitely don't recall seeing no black people in the footage.
Yeah, I wonder if that's what she's talking about.
It might be that same protest, so I don't know.
Dangerous, but across every state there was no danger because there was no police there policing. And why weren't they policing? Because there were no black people. How sick and sad is that of a statement?
Yeah, for the black people
that you're just safe.
Yeah, so she's saying it was safe because the cops wasn't there.
Yeah. Because there wasn't no black, and the police didn't need to be there because there wasn't no black people there. That's what she's saying.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, technically it makes sense, and she shouldn't be saying that's sad to say for white people. No, that should be sad to say for my fellow brothers and sisters to go to show you how much of an ass we act when we in public as a whole.
Yeah.
That the police ain't even, if the police know you ain't coming, like, all right, cool. We know it's gonna be all right.
So basically what she's trying to say is the black people were scared to come because the cops probably would have been there. And because cops, there were no black people, the cops didn't have to show up to terrorize the black people.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what she thinks. She's thinking like, yeah, the cops ain't gonna show up because they don't. There's no need because there's nobody there for them to terrorize. So like, what makes sense, right? Like you being extra.
Because
But yeah, I don't know. Let's see what else she got to say.
so they're not there because the people that'll create the violence are the ones that are supposed to be protecting the peace. It's really not about that. It's really because they weren't there that you were safe. And that statement is scary because the violence and the attacks and the injustices that are happening in every state are to Black and brown people by the people in power.
No, it's by
So I get it now. I get it.
No, it's black on black crime, Shorty. It's a phrase for a reason because it's fucking true. It's black on black crime. That's why. What is you talking?
And a lot of people like they holler their black on black crime it doesn't exist or it's not a real thing.
What year was they
argue
born?
that?
What year was they born in?
70s and 80s.
No, they were born yesterday.
It had to been. Yeah. I literally seen arguments online with people, mostly on Facebook. People getting mad and upset and saying that black on black crime was made up. It doesn't exist. It's not a real thing.
Oh, okay. Then slavery didn't exist either then.
Yeah.
Like, you crazy? They both exist. Trust me.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what my bad. You go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I don't know where she coming up with this logic from. This ain't even logic. This theory. Where's she coming up with this?
Yeah, it gets better.
You shouldn't be there because you're going to be not safe. So that's why we have to be there for you. We have to fight for your equality, your justice, your everything.
So all we got to do is just cry victim. They're always out to get us. They're always doing this and that to us. And we need them to make things safe for us. That's what she's saying. We need them to save us.
All right, then they need to be in all the hoods, on all the blocks, and all the ghettos.
Yep.
Need to be there then. If that's the case, because there ain't enough of them.
Post it up. Exactly.
Because you don't see this going down in no suburbs. You don't see it. Nah, you know what I'm saying? And it should click to her like, yeah, kind of makes sense. Yeah, they're not here because this majority of people that's always causing issues is not showing up. Like, once again, I'm not saying all black people are tyrants and just be destroying stuff, but I'm speaking as a whole, and the majority make a lot of us look bad because of that. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen a white ghetto? Anytime you hear the word ghetto, they're talking about a black community. When they talk about the hood, they're talking about a black community. There's nothing positive in those words. You don't see white ghettos and white projects, and you know what I'm saying, because they don't act ratchet as a majority, but there are some white people that do act, you know what I'm saying, foolish as well. I mean, I'm speaking in general, you know what I'm saying, the majority, not a select few.
And those are coming to the hood.
Yeah, to act black. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like there's no way around it, man. We just got to admit it. We got to look in the mirror and be like, look, we got to tighten up. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why we're at the bottom in business, because we prefer to be on the block. You know what I'm saying? Doing illegal business. You know what I'm saying? We won't transfer that into something where it's like where we can create jobs. Like, oh yeah, I create jobs. Yeah, you talking about a runner. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about no runners. You know what I'm saying? We talking about legit business, man. You know, we don't, when you hear about black owned businesses, that ain't any, like, it's almost like, yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? How do we grow the community, if that's your first instinct when you hear about a black owned business, from I'm talking about in general now, you know what I'm saying? Most black people, okay, cool, I'm supported, but they don't. They always, yeah, let's go support it. Yeah, you'll root for it, but don't actually do it. That's another thing we bad for.
Yeah.
Let's boycott this and then support, and then don't even support no black owned businesses. Just claim it. Because if it was actually happening, you will see some black owned businesses starting. You'll start to see them pop up because they'll start exploding.
Mm-hmm.
Where they at? You heard any infamous stories of this black owned business that just exploded out of nowhere because we boycotted these other businesses and started investing in ourselves? I ain't never seen that story nowhere.
I saw something that came close to it not too long ago. Some people in, I believe it was Georgia, they were doing something like that. The whole city was supporting this black gas station. They was lined up, wrapped around the corner, and they say they were going to continue to do that. But I ain't seen anything else after that. It'd be nice if they're still doing it right now because something that's needed.
Attention span didn't last long because something else happened. That's another. We're too busy looking for the next victim.
Yeah.
Everybody's a victim. Anytime something happens to a black individual, there's racism right around the corner. It's coming. Yep. We got to be the victim in some type of form, shape or form.
Yep.
That's why you need to sit it out. I get it. But I don't know that that's enough. Although, I'm going to be honest with you. I was going expecting an army of potential threat. I was going thinking I was putting myself potentially in danger. And I was willing to do it for black and brown people, for white people, for Christians, for Jews, for Muslims, for atheists, for gay people, for trans people, for elderly. I was willing to do it. So I get it, but I don't know. I get it, but I'm willing to fight and get hurt, I guess. I don't want to. I don't know. It's so sad. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get how people have dislike for anybody because of the color of their eyes or the color of their hair or the color of their skin. What's the difference? Or the color of their shirt. I mean, like, what's the fucking difference? I don't get it. I don't get it. I never did. I never got it as a little girl. I'll never get it as long as I live. I don't get fucking white privilege. I don't understand it. It's wrong. I don't get it. But I get why black people chose to sit it out.
She wants some mandingo, man.
Yeah. She riding it, boy.
She wants some mandingo. That's what she's trying to get her on board.
Mm-hmm. Like message in the middle, girl, bye. You aren't watching for us
at all. She looking for a pookie. That's what she doing. She looking for a pookie.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, she tripping.
Sitting there continuing the programming process. The few that's gonna fall for that shit and follow it and believe it and listen to her, digging deeper into victim mode.
Oh yeah, there's best believe. I mean, of course they all look like her, but there's a whole bunch of them that's following in right in behind her. There was the other day. Dang man, I if I'd have knew this, but I'd have had you add this clip in. There was another one. She was somebody. Yeah, now we need to be at the front of the lines and getting water hosed, and she was saying stuff like that. I'm like, what? Oh my goodness! Like, yes, She said, "We've been living off white privilege, and now it's time for us to be on the front of the line." And I'm like, "Oh my God, y'all will never understand what the front of the line look like." Shoot, and people in today's time won't either, because them days it has came and gone. So we need to get off of that mindset and get off of the white man holding me down. Okay, and then the white okay, I guarantee you, go to your job right now. I guarantee your boss is probably white. So if he's holding you down, why did he hire you?
Yeah.
Why did he hire you if he's trying to hold you down? Oh, yeah, he hired you so he could keep at a certain pay. Like, you probably keep at a certain pay because your work ethic ain't worth a damn. And that ain't everybody, but still though, you know what I'm saying? That's the majority mindset. We got to get off of that mindset because it ain't gonna help. If we keep playing victim and try to blame somebody else, it ain't gonna never grow. And now we play the victim so bad. Now we got the white people trying to step at the front line. Come on now.
Yeah.
Trying to fight for you, claiming they go march for you. She even said, even if she got to get hurt, but she don't want to. Let's see.
Shit, even if that's the case, if they're genuine about that, to some extent, I feel like they're taking that aspect as empowerment. And if white supremacy does stand a chance, that's it at its greatness right there.
I don't think white supremacy will ever be like no bigger than what it already is. You know what I'm saying? Because there's too many women and men that's just like that lady that was just on there that's gonna be out there that's gonna be like, nah, we ain't about to let that happen. That's how slavery ended in the first place.
Yeah.
People think that Harriet Tubman was the founder of that. Nah, she was helped by white people. They don't tell you that part of the story. And white people was the one that voted to give you your rights in the first place, aka the Republican Party.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we gotta tighten up, man. We gotta tighten up. That's all I gotta say.
Yes, we do.
But Karen stepping up to the bat. She said she ready to go to war.
Yeah. All right, Karen, I hope you mean well, but yeah, we ain't got no victims over here. Not on this side.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Appreciate you. Tap in. Y'all let us know what you're feeling, what you think. We
Brothers
out.
come tap in. Brothers come tap in. Brothers come tap in, come tap in, come tap in. Bringing that substance straight to the public. No capping, no bluffing. Now run it up, buddy. Brothers come tap in.